We formed her 6 times. Sometimes there's accidents happen. Take a good look at the build. We got corrosive projection, which can be changed with energy siphon depending on what you're going to do. I was just doing something with corrosive projection. We got power drift, prime continuity, streamline, redirection, prime flow, constitution, narrow-minded, overextended, and blind rage. Now, when building Nova, the number one thing to understand is that most times you're going to be building her for molecular prime. Now, molecular prime doesn't use range, generally. For how far molecular prime goes out, it's duration. Because basically it sends out a burst, and how long that burst goes for is the duration, so it goes farther out. I mean, at 282%, I can do a Nova, I could prime everything, and walk 4 rooms away and everything's still primed. Now, power efficiency is 75%. It eats a little bit up using it at 75%, but that's fine. I mean, it's just so powerful and lasts. The power range. Now, we did jerk the power range up a little bit. Not much, a little bit. Because after something's prime, it explodes. And how much it chains, or how close it has to be to other things when it explodes to chain, is used by range. And then strength. Obviously, the strength we got at 154. You don't need any more of that. Because let me show you here. In her moves, a couple things max out. Like, see how it says molecular prime 75% slow? It doesn't go any slower than that. You can bring that percentage up as high as you want. It's not going to go any slower than 75% slowed down. You know, and the range with meters is 89.6 that's for explosions. Duration, power duration is 16.92 seconds. That means it continuously goes out there. Oh, there's the explosion range. So the power range, I'm kind of conflicted on. Maybe that's how much range it gets with that duration. That might be what it is. Damage on explosion, which is pretty effective. Now, as far as everything else, the build isn't really set for anything like that. Wormhole, I mean, the wormhole goes 62 meters. That's not too bad. Antimatter drop, I use it for fun. That's about it. Null star. Those things are so weak. You know, any real game, it doesn't really matter. So, let me see what the... So as far as the mods, I'm not going to look at corrosive projection because, as you see... Oops, wrong one. Like I say, normally I run it with energy siphon. Where the hell's my energy siphon? Boom. So energy siphon. But the power drift, that increases the strength for a little bit of explosion. Was there a duration one? Let me see. I don't think there's an Exilus. I don't believe that there's an Exilus mod. God, that word's killing me. Power range. There's one for range, but not duration. So this is gives power strength, chance to resist and knock down, which is no big deal. The power strength is where it's at. Obviously, prime continuity, power duration, brings the duration up. Streamline, because you need some efficiency. You know, even 75% is pretty rough. Molecular prime costs like 130 or something to throw down. But she's strong. Obviously, she's a squishy motherfucker, so you want some shields on there. I didn't see anything else to put in there to make her any more powerful. There's nothing else for duration, so she's as far as she can go at duration. 282 is the most you can get right now, unless they come out with some other mods. And efficiency, maybe we could have tried to put something for efficiency, but you know, we don't want her just falling down. Brings her shields from 300 to 740. Prime flow, so she has a pool to work with. Once she builds it up, she can do molecular prime a couple times. You know what I mean? Let me see. Blind rage brings her strength down, or efficiency. That's why her efficiency is a little bit down, because it brings her strength up. Overextended, power range minus strength. So range is what we're going for. That's the number 1 on the build. So we sacrifice strength. We make it back up a little bit with the blind rage. Then it hits on efficiency. It's a teetery-tottery thing trying to build the best builds. You know what I mean? You gotta kind of work it all together. Narrow-minded, more duration, less range. Alright, and then Constitution, which gives you a little bit of duration. and faster knockdown recovery, but that's like useless. The main thing for this card is the duration. Now, as far as I've seen, this is the best build. If the reason she's green, if you're of the like-minded and you want to make a 420 build, which was why she's all green, let's go to boom, 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 boom. Oh, there we go. A maxed out vigor. And if you put a maxed out vigor on her, her health goes to 420 and her shields goes to 420. Blew my mind when I seen it, but there it is. A 420 build was vigor instead of redirection. But the best build, and that's what we're aiming for because the shield regenerates, is the redirection. You put the redirection in there, and then she's got, 740. Only 300 in health, but that's pretty good. I mean, she's Nova. My opinion, Nova is the most valuable frame so far in the game. The Molecular Prime is an amazing thing. I'm surprised they haven't done anything to nerf it or anything like that. I mean, it's just crazy. And then, so that's it. That's the build for her. I mean, other than that, she's a pretty sexy frame. I like putting my frames together, making them look good. Please, if you have a better build than that, if you can improve on any build I have, please let me know, because I do want the best builds. If there's any way to make it better, I'm down with it. But other than that, that's what it is. Thank you so much. If you liked what you've seen, subscribe. I'm going to try to do more building clips. I got someone putting me together a nice little beginning part with my name and blah, 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 blah right in the beginning. Get it all set up good. Hopefully by the time you see this, it had a nice intro to it. And other than that, hope to see you on. And get your friends to subscribe. Your friends. Get everybody. They can see my sweet Noggle collection. Alright, thanks y'all.